Hi everybody, I'm Joseph Benedict and this is DSD, Intersex Explained. And there you go. This is such a sensitive subject that the title of this video is problematic for some people. And here's why. DSD is disorder of sexual development. Intersex is a natural variation of human that's been around since the beginning of humanity. Intersex people like myself don't consider ourselves a disorder and don't like being referred to as a disorder. If you are a parent who recently learned not all children are born A or B, the doctors probably have been giving you a medical diagnosis of your child, such as Turner's or Klinefelter's, or even the wonderful diagnosis my parents received for me, extreme hypospadias with micropenis. Your doctors have not told you that your child is a natural variation of human that has been around since the beginning of time. Therefore, you are more likely to look up DSD long before intersex. Intersex is an umbrella term that envelops all of the DSDs. Intersex is a natural variation of human sexuality. At this point, it's important to understand the difference between sex and gender. Sex is genetics and hormones. Gender can be man, woman, non-binary, non-conforming, and others. Gender is something only you can decide for yourself. But if sex is on a spectrum, there is no logical way that gender is binary. Sex is genetics, as in XX and XY. According to GARD, the Genetics Rare Disease and Information Center, there are 10 different ways the X and the Y can combine to affect the sex of a child. Hormones, such as testosterone and estrogen, are present in the womb and have a large effect on the sex of a child. Not every human reacts to hormones the same way. There are situations like anti-androgen sensitivity syndrome where the body won't accept testosterone. Currently, there are 33 different hormonal differences that fall under the intersex umbrella. A couple of examples are vaginal agenesis and congenital adrenal hyperplasia. So, gender is how you identify, and sex is your biological makeup. Now, contrary to what you may have learned as a child, sex is on a spectrum. On one side, you have female. On the other side, you have male. In the middle, you have people like me. I'm a hermaphrodite. I was born with the genitals of both sexes and procreated naturally. Please note, not all intersex people are hermaphrodite. So please do not use hermaphrodite as a general term for intersex. Seeing how there are 43 different ways to be intersex, the natural variations cover the spectrum. If you are intersex or the parent of an intersex child, you've been told that intersex is very rare. In 1998, Brown University researcher Dr. Ann Fausto Sterling came up with the 1.7% that is still widely used today. With a world population of over 7.7 billion people, that means there are nearly 131 million intersex people alive today. So please know that you are not alone in this situation. If you are the parent of an intersex child, the doctors have probably been giving you a grim outlook if your child doesn't receive normalization surgery. The people of the intersex community would like to ask you to wait. Wait until your child is old enough and capable of making these decisions for themselves. I can't give you surgical advice, but what I can tell you is that there are many intersex people that have been allowed to make the decision for themselves. And most all of them are productive humans living the typical life for the region of the world that they live in. This and many other resources have been created to help with the normalization of intersex humans around the world. All in an effort so you, as an intersex human or the parent of an intersex child, have every opportunity to either live or provide a life that is productive and typical for the region of the world you live in. I'm Joseph Benedict. For additional resources, please see the United Nations Intersex Fact Sheet or the Palm Center Report for Sound Policy, Rethinking Intersex Surgery. Interact at interactadvocate.org. Hita Valoria at hitavaloria.com, Anunnaki Ray at AnunnakiRay.com.